I want you to look at these two things together. I'm going to leave them on screen for a moment, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit as you look. Obviously, you can see instantly the head office address for McDonald's UK. You might want to make a note of that, or screen grab it, or screenshot it, or whatever, because this relates to them, and obviously it relates to stuff that was brought to light during the McStrike. If you happen to be McDonald's, by the way, I have constantly messaged you on this on Facebook, but you say nothing. Yep, I get a little reply back saying, "Oh yeah, we'll be in touch with you shortly," and you say nothing. Right, so look at these two things together. The McDonald's receipt, but especially the address to write to at head office, and this. I've deliberately covered up any brand because obviously this has got absolutely nothing to do with that, and that's why I'm keeping my fingers over the brand. And of course, as you can see, I've done the best I can to blank out the label because these people are not guilty of anything. Right? What is it? Well, I'm sure you know full well what it is. It's home cooking oil, isn't it? Yep. I don't know, do you fry up at home? I do sometimes. Well, I've got to be fair, my wife probably does most of the frying, but yeah, we use it. It's a pure vegetable oil, okay? That's all I need to say at it. Now, what do we know from McDonald's and their pure vegetable oil? Just putting that down. Yep. Well, first of all, it must come to them in industrial quantities. I mean, if you cook that many fries, you're going to need an awful lot of oil. I imagine they probably have it out the back in huge drums. Yep. Siphon it off, put it into the deep fat fryers and start them up, fry them up. Every now and again, probably like me, you complain because the fries are either not properly cooked, they look white, they look bleached, they look like they've been thrown in at the last second. You get really ticked off. But you take them back and you go, look, can I have another lot of these, please? Because these aren't properly cooked. And normally, McDonald's are fine. They fry up a load more and they serve you a fresh portion. Well, we do that, customer refunds and whatever. Not a problem, right? But this came up as a result of something I saw those two workers from McDonald's talking about with regards to the strike. When you heat that stuff up, just a quick reminder, yeah, you ever heated it up at home? It reaches boiling point fairly quickly, actually, and of course you've got to be quite careful that you don't set right to it. Yep. When it gets like that, have you ever had those flash burns or the little splashes from it where it goes, and you know you're there with your frying away and it's going as you're baking an egg or whatever are all nicely doing, and you get ow, yeah, little sort of gnat bite on the arm. Yep. Well, imagine an industrialised fryer of that stuff, yeah? Like you see when you look behind the open kitchens at McDonald's. Imagine somebody dropping a vat of hot oil. You know, you went out when you got the little fat burn off your bacon and eggs. Imagine your person at McDonald's in their highly absorbent and colourful uniform behind that fryer dropping oil on themselves. Now I've heard all kinds of comments on this. Well, if they're stupid enough to drop oil on themselves, well, they don't deserve to work there, do they? Probably like, you know, I don't know, in the 18th century, some lord of the manor would say that, that chap who fell to his death while building the bell tower shouldn't have jolly well been working there anyway. If he couldn't handle the height, I'm sorry that he died, but there his children can apply for poor relief. Yep. In other words, people make mistakes. Alright? Even airline pilots make mistakes, and unfortunately when they do, an awful lot of people die. Now my point is this. That worker should have been wearing personal protective equipment. Obviously they weren't. Sleeves to protect the arms, a proper apron to resist the fat being splashed. Not only quite clearly were they not wearing proper personal protective equipment, PPE, and I speak as a health and safety rep from Unite the Union, a trained health and safety rep, qualified. I still have the certificates of qualification actually to prove that. Yep. They obviously weren't wearing personal protective equipment, and they were scolded. Now, according to what these people have said, in that particular instance, they were told to go back to work. I want you to imagine that for a moment. Imagine it's me, I don't know. This is a cotton t-shirt, yep. About Pink Floyd, by the way, cotton t-shirt, yep. Imagine a huge splash of oil up the top of that t-shirt. Burning, well, not burning, but incredibly hot, yep. Imagine what that will do to my flesh if I'm not allowed to strip this shirt off, yep. If it affected my trousers as well, take my trousers off, if necessary, even my underwear, and sluice myself down in cold water, cold running water. That would be surely the correct first aid while somebody like the shift manager dials an ambulance. Yep. But no, not at McDonald's. You were told, go back to work. Work, pardon me, work through it, work it off, we're busy. Yeah. What is going on? What is going on when workers are treated like that? Health and safety is ignored by management, and they are not even allowed to get basic first aid. Speak to me, McDonald's. Say something to me, because I bought this from your shop in Gapton. Yeah, I bought that from McDonald's Gapton. There's some of the stuff I bought as well, by the way. And by the way, it does include medium fries, yeah? So, I want you to talk to me. I want you to tell me why your workers are telling, quite literally, stories of people burned by fat in your restaurants and not allowed first aid. I want you to tell me why. I'm a customer and I want to know why. And I'm going to keep asking why. And I'm going to keep publishing this video. And I want others of you, please, to keep publishing this video. And with a little bit of luck, you might also want to write to that address, which I'll show you again. You might want to write to that address. And maybe you want to ask why. Why are workers being treated like this in your workplace? Not why are they not being paid a minimum wage, that's a completely separate thing, right? Not why are they not being paid £10 an hour, completely separate. Why are you allowing this in your workplace? Do you think this is the Dickensian era? Do you think we've gone back to children down the mines, children cleaning out the looms and getting arms chopped off or something? Yeah? Do you think we've gone back to that, McDonald's? Yeah? Do you think that's allowable? I want you to answer me. I want you to answer other people who make videos and put them on the web and distribute them. I want to know why. And I'm sure many of our trade unions, including Unite and the Bakers Union as well, want to know why. I believe also, and this is kind of concluding things, it is this whole culture that led to the awful tragedy and the terrible deaths are still uncounted at Grenfell. It was, oh, it's just red tape. It doesn't matter. And anyway, they're only 0 hours contract employees, so
they might get a few burns up their arms, but hey, you know, they're not going to be in the boardrooms of this world. What does it matter? Let them burn, yeah? Make them work, let them burn. Is that what you're saying, McDonald's? Because I, as a customer, want to know. Please share this video. Thanks for watching.